So what other products will be in the store? Okay, well, let's start somewhere else relatively simple. Like, why don't you start with toiletries or bathroom stuff, like soaps, toothpastes, deodorants, fragrances, perfumes, colognes, that sort of thing. You have a section in the store for that as well. And it's like, how? And I'm like, don't worry. You hire aroma specialists and chemical engineers and dermatologists. They know what's safe to use on the skin. They know what smells nice. They know what sort of chemical compositions to mix, and you can make some pretty nice stuff. I suggest vanilla. Vanilla is my favorite smell. Like, it's one of my favorite smells. Well, maybe not my most favorite, but it's definitely up there. I love vanilla. But that section of the store. So wait, are we talking about brand name toiletries, or are we talking about in your head manufactured toiletries? And I'm saying yes, in your head productions. It's productions. Productions is a broad term. So yes, it can include the things I've just mentioned, like soap and deodorant and toothpaste and colognes and perfumes and all that sort of stuff. Don't forget shampoos and conditioners. If you have the right people, you have the chemical engineers, you have the aroma specialists, you have the people and the dermatologists and the dentists who know for the toothpaste, you have the right people, you can make something. You can get a recipe together, then it's about floor operation and a factory to manufacture all those goods. Okay, so we're still describing the store now. Now we've got the clothing section, we've got the toiletries section. So people are dressed fresh and they are actually fresh with hygiene and stuff. So we've got those sections in the store for now. Then I was thinking we add a section for like makeup, for eyeshadow and blush and lipstick and those sorts of things, lash extensions and just that whole. I'm not an expert on those subjects, but a section for that. Pretty much feminine products. Feminine products. So people are looking good, they're smelling good, and they're clean, and now they look good as well. So we have those three sections. For now, the store is still expanding. I feel like I'm playing one of those indie games where I'm stacking shelves and I'm stacking shelves in my mind of how we're expanding the store and the range of products in this store that I'm envisioning. I'm all, this is coming from imagination. So the toiletries and the makeup department and hair dye and all of that stuff, that will that be custom with the logo and whatever? No. That stuff is already custom. You choose the colors you want, you choose the makeup you want, you choose the soaps, the deodorants, the things you want. That's already custom. Like, people customize that in their life. They have their preferences. But now we are moving on to a more difficult section of the store, which is groceries and food. Wait, groceries and food? You are absolutely insane. I am insane. I might sound insane right now, but obviously at first you stock the shelves and the food with recognizable name brands, the usual stuff, the normal things. They don't have to be in your head productions products at first. But as time moves forward and maybe some farms and land get purchased, then we can start to ease in our own meats, our own cows, our own chickens, our own pork, our own milk, our own potatoes. You can make chips from potatoes, or just potatoes as themselves, apples, oranges, fruits, bananas, those sorts of things. You just squeeze it in gradually over time from in your head production. But that that is insane. The things you're talking about, that takes farms and it takes a lot of land. And I'm like, yes, over time. Even some farmers would like to be a part of the In Your Head Productions family. Like, we don't own the land or whatever, but they do work for In Your Head Productions. Or we have our own land that we've purchased and grow stuff on, with farmers and irrigation specialists, and soil specialists, and they know what's going on. They know biomes, and they know how to grow certain things in certain conditions in certain places. There are people who are qualified to do that sort of stuff. I might not be, but there are people out there who know what they're talking about when it comes to that sort of thing and cultivating land. And they grow all sorts of things, even sugar cane and those sorts of things, sugar for sweets and confectionaries and desserts, and just there will be that section of the store. Right. So now we've got clothing, we've got toiletries, we've got makeup and hygiene and all that sort of stuff. We've got now food, a wide array of food. That there are some name brands in there, but I'm saying over time and over years and years, In Your Head Productions foodstuffs will start appearing on the shelves. So we've got that section. Now we're moving on to another complicated section. We're busy stacking shelves now. The store is looking pretty good. Like, there's quite a wide variety. Now we're going to add a technology department. Technology. A technology department. Yes, technology department in the store. This section of the store includes things like dishwashers, ovens, washing machines, dryers, kettles, waffle makers, phones and mobile devices, along with gaming section with consoles, games, those sorts of things. But the difference with this section is these products are all from In Your Head Productions. A whole section of technology. These will be products that are developed, tested, and approved by In Your Head Productions. That is what I envision. And it's like, but how big is the store? And I'm like, have you ever seen a Walmart? Like, stores are this big. Like, they can be this big. It's like, there's no way a store can be this big. And I'm like, it can. There can be that many sections. I haven't even gotten to the toys yet. The children's department with lots of toys and a lot of those sorts of things as well. And the little toy cars and action figures, and games, and board games. And just that array of department, like that just, there's also that section as well. But I feel like I'm talking about the store for too long. It's just like, oh, when I described it at first, it was like I was just talking about clothing, like just the clothing store. No, there's a lot of products that are going to be in this store. It's going to be quite a big store, and a place where people would probably want to visit. I mean, especially if the staff is friendly, we all help each other, we help you, and we make it as easy as possible. But now I also mentioned gaming and games, and yes, I did. But how would In Your Head Productions fit into gaming? Are you talking about like Steam or something? I mean, Steam already has the monopoly on gaming, and I'm like, yeah. But this sort of gaming profile and the amount of experience you accrue with In Your Head Productions, this is now goes beyond emails and passwords. Now this is your profile biometrically linked to you in theme of In Your Head Productions. So why that is important, why you would want that sort of service, I'll get into in a later video, because it actually starts to become important, even like the psychological factors as to why that you would want your gaming profile biometrically linked to you. It's important. Trust.